Welcome to Real Estate of Mind, a Farming Group podcast. Good morning and welcome to Real Estate of Mind. I'm Andy Gutman, and today I'm going to talk briefly about the upcoming Trump presidency. Not in a political way, because God knows we don't want to open that can of worms for a discussion today, but having someone in the White House who has a history within our real estate industry makes it very interesting as a discussion point. What will happen to commercial real estate under a president that arguably has knowledge of the commercial real estate industry and, as has been pointed out, has, depending on your perspective, either used or taken advantage of commercial real estate depreciation opportunities. So as we talk this morning, I think there's a few things that are worth consideration. First of all, no one knows specifically what our president-elect will really do under his administration. Details have been vague, and so far there's little factual connectivity to what he will enact during his presidency. That being said, there have been a few issues that he's touched on during his run that could be interesting to our industry. One of them being the Dodd-Frank Act, which is short for Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. And that was a litany of federal regulations affecting financial institutions and their customers that the Obama administration passed so that they felt they could prevent the recurrence that caused what we know as the Great Recession, that I think one day will be looked back upon as the Great Depression. So President-elect Trump has referenced that he will walk back many aspects of that act that could make it easier for banks to do what I would call normalized lending, bringing things back to a time when lenders have more capability to do loans without the strict regulations. There are risks associated with walking that back, but time will tell, and that could result in the availability of more lending opportunities. Certainly could stave the fear that many lenders have of stepping outside the boundaries of a normalized loan, and could help them feel that the lawsuits that have been engaged by the federal government will not occur as much under the new administration. Another interesting aspect of it, obviously, President-elect Trump has utilized some of the tax incentives, and so we could see a broadening of tax incentives directed to the commercial real estate industry or to business in general that could be strong for our industry. Finally, you have in Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of President-elect Trump, someone who also has commercial real estate experience, having run his family business for several years since he was in his 20s. And his experience could play well into the administration and in assisting our industry in utilizing some tax benefits or other incentives that help us as an industry to grow and thrive. Of course, Mr. Kushner in the recent days has appeared to be taking on a role within the administration. Obviously, it would be an unpaid role and may not be a formalized role because of nepotism laws, but having him near and around his father-in-law certainly has some capability of influencing what goes on in our industry. So at this point in time, it's intriguing to think about what could be positive options and changes to the commercial real estate industry simply from having a president and family that have operated within our industry for many, many years. So right now it's a very vague reality for us, but something interesting that we'll see and discuss more in the coming months. So, with cautious optimism toward what could change within commercial real estate, I'm Andy Gutman for Real Estate of Mind. Join us next time for another wonderful edition of Real Estate of Mind, a Farbman Group podcast.